Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Friday. We got 16 matchups on this MLB slate today. So be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on this action today. And go ahead and become a member, guys. Support the channel. Love to have you guys be a part of the team. And guys, go ahead and check out the partner of the channel, Bro Throw. It's not a sports book. You can bet with your friends, guys. No house, so you're gonna save a lot of money using this site. Play against your friends. It's super awesome, guys. I got my own private betting group on the site. I'll be posting teasers here this weekend, so you guys want to stay tuned. We're 7-2 on teasers posted on Bro Throw so far. So go ahead and hop in there in the link below. If it does ask you for a promo code when you sign up, just use SP Picks, and that should get you in there. And yeah, we'll hop in it here, guys. 16 matchups as we head into this nice weekend here. We got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Washington Nationals. Phillies opening up as road favorites at -180. The Nationals +160 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Phillies is Bailey Falter with an ERA of 4.21. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 6 strikeouts, given up 8 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Nationals is Eric Fedde with an ERA of 5.34. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. He's given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts. We got the Phillies on a 5-game losing streak right now. Washington coming off a 3-2 win against Atlanta. Phillies 11-1 on the road against Washington. 8-0 against Washington here. I think it's a great spot for the Phillies on the road coming into this struggling. I think a nice meeting with the Nationals can get them back on track here. I'm taking Phillies on the road. Next matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -195. The Orioles +160 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for Baltimore is Austin Voth with an ERA of 4.19. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Yankees is Domingo Yerman with an ERA of 3.30. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts, given up 6 runs in his last 3 starts. Austin Voth has given up 5. Yeah, we got Baltimore on a 3-game losing streak right now. Yankees 9-1 in their last 10. I mean, they're playing great baseball here. Yankees 8-0 at home right now. 5-1 at home against Baltimore. I do like Yerman on the mound for the Yankees here. And yeah, Yankees just playing great baseball in this one. And I'm going to take the Yankees at home. Next matchup, we got the Boston Red Sox versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at -200. Boston +170 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Red Sox is Nick Pivetta with an ERA of 4.48. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Alek Manoah with an ERA of 2.31. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts, given up 3 runs in his last 3 starts. Pivetta has given up 11 runs. Boston on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a nice Baltimore series. Toronto coming off, 2 bad losses against the Yankees, but we got Boston on a 6-game losing streak against Toronto. 0-5 on the road right now. I do like Manoah on the mound here, and I'm going to take the Blue Jays at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Kansas City Royals versus the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland opening up as home favorites at -125. The Royals +115 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Royals is Brady Singer with an ERA of 3.05. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts, He's given up 1 run in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Guardians is Zach Plesac with an ERA of 4.39. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. He's given up 8 runs in his last 3 starts. Kansas City on a 3-game losing streak right now. Cleveland 9-1 in their last 10. Playing great baseball here. 0-5 on the road against Cleveland. I like Cleveland at home, man. They've been playing very good. Singer's been good on the mound here. I don't, a Kansas City underdog play doesn't sound too bad to me, but Guardians are just playing really good, and I think I'm going to take the Guardians at home. All right, next matchup, we got the Minnesota Twins versus the Detroit Tigers. Twins opening up as road favorites at -145. Detroit +125 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Twins is Joe Ryan with an ERA of 3.70. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts, giving up 3 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Tigers is Drew Hutchinson with an ERA of 4.54. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 1 strikeout. He's given up 12 runs in his last 3 starts. Hasn't been that great on the mound here. Minnesota coming off that White Sox 1-point loss yesterday. And surprisingly, Detroit, they are on a 6-game winning streak right now. Don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it here. And Minnesota 1-7 on the road. Kind of been struggling here. I can't believe Detroit's on a winning streak like this. It's crazy. They're playing very good here. Hutchinson hasn't been the best on the mounds, giving up 12 runs in his last 3 starts, but somehow Detroit's just finding a way to win. Dominated the White Sox and Kansas City series. Went just 3-7 in their last 10. Haven't looked that great here. Man, I'm going to take a shot with Detroit +1.5 at home. Playing good on a win streak here. Give me Detroit run line. Next matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the Atlanta Braves. Mets opening up as road favorites at -120. The Braves +110 with the over-under at 6.5. Pitching for the Mets is Jacob deGrom with an ERA of 2.93. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Yeah, deGrom's given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts here. It's been a rough outing for him these last few games. Pitching for the Braves is Max Fried with an ERA of 2.50. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts, given up 5 runs in his last 3 starts. Mets coming off a 5-4 win against Miami. Atlanta coming off that 3-2 loss against Washington. I'm liking Braves +1.5 at home. deGrom has not looked good these last few games, man. It's been a struggle for him. And that's why the Mets aren't bigger favorites with deGrom on the mound here. Give me Braves +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at -180. The Marlins +150 with the over-under at 6.5. Pitching for the Marlins is Sandy Alcantara with an ERA of 2.32. His last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 1 run, had 11 strikeouts. He's given up 4 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Brewers is Corbin Burns with an ERA of 3.25. His last start, he pitched 2 innings. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 8 strikeouts. He has given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts. Sandy's only given up 4. Yeah, Miami getting the 4-2 underdog win yesterday against the Brewers. And once again, Corbin Burns had some rough outings here. Sandy's looked good on the mound here. Give me Marlins +1.5 on the road. All right, next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at -200. The Pirates +170 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Pirates is Johan Oviedo with an ERA of 3.13. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. He's given up 3 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Cardinals is Jack Flaherty with an ERA of 4.34. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 9 strikeouts. He has given up 9 runs in his last 3 starts here. Pirates coming into this on a 3-game winning streak here. St. Louis coming off that 5-1 loss against Milwaukee. Pitt 0-6 on the road, 2-8 against the Cardinals, where they have struggled head-to-head wise. I like the Cardinals at home here. Pitt just has, they've struggled against St. Louis, and I think it's a good spot at home for the Cardinals here. So, yeah, I'm taking St. Louis at home. All right, next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -175. Tampa Bay +145 with the over-under at 6.5. Pitching for the Rays is Drew Rasmussen with an ERA of 2.85. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. He's given up 9 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Astros is Framber Valdez with an ERA of 2.64. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. He's given up 6 runs in his last 3 starts. Tampa, coming off back-to-back losses against Cleveland. Didn't look good in that Houston series earlier on, a few weeks ago. Losing those games against Houston. Yeah, Valdez been pretty solid on the mound. Rasmussen's had some rough couple starts here, but Houston's been the better head-to-head team. Looked good in their series that these guys played against each other a few weeks ago. Yeah, I like the Astros at home here, and yeah, look good head-to-head wise. I'm gonna take the Astros at home. Next matchup, we got the Texas Rangers versus the Los Angeles Angels. Angels opening up as home favorites at -175. The Rangers +145 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Rangers is Glenn Otto with an ERA of 4.73. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Angels is Reed Detmers with an ERA of 3.88. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Reed's given up 9 runs in his last 3 starts. Glenn Otto has given up 7. We got the Rangers coming off a loss to Seattle. Angels on a 4-game winning streak, coming off that nice Oakland series sweep. And yeah, I like the Angels at home. Got some momentum here. Got a little win streak building up here, playing good. These teams did already just play a series, a 2-game series. Rangers did win both those matchups here, but yeah, since that 2-game series, Angels, they look pretty good. I'm gonna take the Angels at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Chicago White Sox versus the San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at -200. The White Sox +170 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the White Sox is Davis Martin with an ERA of 3.86. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. He's given up 7 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Padres is Yu Darvish with an ERA of 3.05. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Yeah, Darvish has only given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts. He's been very solid. White Sox 2-8 in their last 10. They've looked absolutely horrible. Dodgers coming off that 1-0 loss against the Dodgers. And yeah, just looking at this, I do like Darvish on the mound. And Padres, man, they've playing all right. White Sox, I just don't trust the White Sox, man. They've looked so bad here. Horrible like month of September for the White Sox. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Padres at home in this one against a struggling White Sox team. Next matchup, we got the Oakland Athletics versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at -270. Oakland plus 210 with the over-under at 6.5. Pitching for Oakland is Ken Waldichuk with an ERA of 7.15. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for Seattle is Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 3.29. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 3 strikeouts, given up 7 runs in his last 3 starts. Waldichuk has given up 14. Oakland on a 4-game losing streak right now. Seattle coming off that Texas win 3-1. Yeah, I like Gilbert on the mound here. Waldichuk has not looked good here for the A's. Give me Seattle at home. All right, next matchup, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at -140. The Diamondbacks plus 130 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for Arizona is Merrill Kelly with an ERA of 3.13. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. He has given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Giants is Alex Cobb with an ERA of 3.87. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 3 strikeouts. We got Arizona coming off a 5-2 win against Houston. These teams did just play a 3-game series. San Francisco winning 2 out of those 3 matchups. Giants on a 3-game winning streak, playing good baseball, 8-2 in their last 10. Coming into this pretty hot here. I like the Giants at home. They've looked good. They're playing well. And yeah, I think I'm going to roll with San Fran at home. All right. Next matchup, we got the Cincinnati Reds versus the Chicago Cubs. Cubs opening up as home favorites at -155. The Reds plus 130 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Reds is Graham Ashcraft with an ERA of 4.18. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. He has given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Cubs is Adrian Sampson with an ERA of 3.23. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. He's only given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts. Reds on a 3-game losing streak, 3-7 in their last 10 where they've struggled. Then Cubs coming into this on a 4-game winning streak, playing good baseball right now, 8-2 in their last 10 here. Yeah, I like the Cubs at home. I like Sampson on the mound here. We're going to roll with Chicago. Next matchup, we got game 2 between the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Washington Nationals. Phillies opening up as road favorites at -175. The Nationals plus 155 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Phillies is Noah Syndergaard with an ERA of 4.12. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. He's given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts here. Currently can't find who's pitching for the Nationals. Luckily, this is a 7 o'clock game. Usually doubleheaders, it's hard to find the pitching info anyways. So be sure to check that out when that does become available. But nonetheless, I'm probably going to lean with Phillies in both matchups for game 1 and game 2. So yeah, I'm going to take Phillies in this matchup here in game 2. And then the last matchup on the board, we got the Colorado Rockies versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. I have the pitching info for this matchup, but I don't have any opening lines. This is a 10 o'clock game, so you guys have all day to figure out, make your decisions on what the lines are, whether or not you want to bet on this game or not. But pitching for the Rockies is Chad Kuhl with an ERA of 5.59. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Dodgers is Clayton Kershaw with an ERA of 2.42. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. He's given up 3 runs in his last 3 starts. Chad Kuhl has given up 11 runs. Colorado on a 5-game losing streak. Looked horrible in that Giants series. Dodgers coming off a 1-0 win against the Padres. Yeah, Colorado 1-7 against the Dodgers straight up, where they just haven't been able to get it done here. And yeah, love the pitching advantage. Love Kershaw. Taking Dodgers at home here. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Friday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good one.